welcome to CP's Notebook, where I let you in on my process or my current works in progress. I'm CP, and today I'm gonna let you guys know I'm not feeling 100,000%, but I thought I would try and stick to my schedule and stick to the goals that I have by, getting on here and still trying to make something work. And by that, I mean going through each step of my routine diligently in order to see if anything can pull some inspiration out of me, some motivation, give me some push to create something. And because I'm not feeling 100%, I don't have a number goal, I don't have a target where I'm like, I need to hit this today. I just want to make sure that I can at least start something, work on something. So I wanted to take you guys with me through that process of trying to amp myself up and stay consistent throughout this journey. So I will be moving to my other camera because part of my routine is to listen to music, and obviously I can't do that on here because of copyright and such. So it'll be a little different of a format today, but I hope that you guys enjoy, and I hope that you're working on something as well. But number one of my routine is to have a beverage. So I have the remnants of my vanilla chai latte, and also have some naked fruit juice that I had with my breakfast. But I figured, sometimes you just need to sip on a little something, get your brain going. And then I'll, go over to my playlist, go to my Pinterest board, see what I can see, and I'll update you guys if anything changes with this mood that I'm in. Quick update, I just got off of therapy, so I'm a bit more mellow than I just was, because, post-cry glow and all, but, I'm about to make me some coffee or something, because have you ever written a chapter, and it's not uninteresting, but this is just not the chapter that you want to write right now, but it's the one that I want to release as soon as possible. So I'm trying to get these ideas out, but it's just like I gotta sit here and ask myself, what's gonna happen next? What would happen next? What would happen next? And granted, this is an obvious question, but it's the rhetorical one that you ask inside of your mind as you're writing. If you're a writer, there's a distinct difference between an idea that just keeps on going. You're like, ooh, this is great. Versus an idea like the one that I'm having right now. Or at least the one that I'm writing right now, where it's you have to keep manually asking yourself, what would happen next? Realistically, what would happen next? And it's literally the most simple sequencing of events, right? My main character gets ready to go out with her best friend. What would happen next? They call the Uber. Then, as they wait for the Uber, they're checking each other just to make sure that, all flyaways and land and little pieces or whatever, that everything is nice and copacetic. What would happen next? They go out to the Uber, they get in the Uber, they're on the way. What would happen next? Oh brother. And part of me is if it's this boring, maybe I should change it. But I'm what would you really change it to? And as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm there's a possibility that I don't really need that part. And I did just add it in because I needed a way to bridge it to the next, like bridge this chapter to the next one. But there's already a mention of the fact that they're gonna go to the club, so I really don't need that. But like, I'm not gonna reach the amount of words that I want. And part of me is saying to just cut this part as a whole and just be like, hey, short chapter, sorry. But the other part of me is like, I don't really want to do that because I don't do short chapters like that. Like, they're gonna be a regular-ish size, like 2,500 plus words. And child, they might have to be okay with this 19. They might have to be okay with the 19. And you know, I know that a lot of the girls and theys and gays that I read on Wattpad, which is where I usually write and update my books, that they do small chapters. And part of me is like, maybe it'll make up for it if I drop them back to back, because these chapters are connected, but I don't want them to be the same chapter because there's other things that happen in the next chapter that are completely different. I have to see how many words this next one has, and do I want to make them separate. Part of me also wants to just do them separately because I don't want to mess up the like chapter list that I've created for myself, right? I already have the numbers plotted out. Now I gotta go all the way back just because this one is short. No. So maybe I should just drop 2. Because honestly, this part is boring to write. But as I'm like thinking about that, I'm like, if it's boring for me to write, would it be boring to read? And do I really want to put myself through sitting here and writing a whole extra 1,000+ words if it's gonna be a bore to read? I don't want anyone to be bored while they're reading my stuff. I guess that was confirmation. So I ended up taking that part of the chapter out, and I did do what I said I was going to do, and I just updated that short chapter and then gave the longer chapter that comes after it right in the same day, just so my readers could have, you know, a good enough read, a long enough read. No one wants to read something that's super short. At least I know I don't. And I try to give what I like to get out of this craft. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, just keep writing.